I'm Dr. Gregg Meyer. I'm the Senior Vice President for Quality and Safety here at the Massachusetts General Hospital and the Massachusetts General Physicians Organization. In terms of a typical day for me, the best way to describe it is every single day's schedule is a hypothesis that I can be spending my day seeing patients, teaching residents, maybe working on a research project, but I also may find myself at the medical school teaching or teaching business school students. I may find myself up on Beacon Hill testifying about healthcare or dealing with former colleagues in the federal government working on healthcare reform. I also spend a great deal of time here looking at how this hospital works each day and how we can make things safer. So in terms of the typical day for me, the best description is there is no typical day. What I like best about my job is being able to sit down with a patient and their family and really try to do something that can make their lives better. It doesn't always mean curing them. It doesn't always mean coming up with the exact diagnosis, but it really means adding meaning to their lives and mine. There's another piece too, though, and that is that I also really enjoy the notion that there's a little something that I can do. Maybe there's something way that I can change legislation. Maybe there's something that we can do in terms of an experiment that becomes a national model that's going to improve the health for many. And so it's really those two things that are great sources of joy. Yes, I was a biology major, like every other pre-med student in the United States. But I also had a full major in history. And in fact, I took more history courses than science courses at Union. And to this day, when I look back, it's those courses in the liberal arts that really made a huge difference at Union. I spend my day in the world of science taking care of patients, but in the worlds of public policy, in the worlds of managing large groups of people, that it's really a world where liberal arts is the right background, and Union gave me an opportunity for both. I had my mind made up when I came to Union to become a physician, but I was still trying to explore what exactly that meant. I had the incredible opportunity to do the socialized medicine abroad experience. After my third year, I spent time in England, exploring the National Health Service, on the other side of the Iron Curtain at that point in time, looking at care in the Soviet satellites, and then finally finishing up with a few weeks in Sweden. That absolutely changed my life because for the first time I recognized that yes, you can improve people's lives by taking care of the patient in front of you, but there's also this thing called population medicine, population health, public policy that really affects the lives of people every day. That was an eye-opening experience and it absolutely changed my life. When I look back, what really made it special for me are the relationships. Those are relationships with a relatively small student body, but like-minded in terms of purpose, but very diverse in terms of worldviews, and also relationships with faculty members. I can to this day think back of the dinners that I had with faculty members home, about the talks that we had completely off their usual subject, but which really added something to my viewpoint and my learning. And there are some of those relationships that continued well after my Union College years that were incredibly close and incredibly valuable for me. I would not have ever had the opportunities I've had without the experiences I had at Union College. They're going to know you. They're going to care about you. They're going to watch you. And they're going to take pride in your experiences both at the college and afterwards. That's unique. That's not something that you find many places, anywhere. And at a place like Union, they've made it their art and craft.